So Google My Business, what the heck is it? How do we use it effectively to market our business in local SEO? Going to go over all that in detail here, tell you what to avoid and what to put your energy and your effort towards. This is going to be super quick, like on the money, like let's get down to business, okay? First things first, make sure that everything is filled out. If you scroll down here, once you've logged into your page, if you scroll down, there'll be a section right here that says complete your business profile. This apparently says that I haven't added a logo, which I know is a lie because it is, it's on there. Anyways, so next thing is make sure that you are posting somewhat regularly. I'd recommend at least once a week. If you could do 3 times a week, that would be amazing, but that's unrealistic in most business cases. So once a week would be amazing. Once a month, I mean, hey, the last time I updated this was 2019, so clearly I can't talk much. Too busy doing client work for doing my own. So make sure that you add posts here somewhat regularly. You can share these posts, although I think that's kind of gross. Like, yeah, no, don't share your, because what it says is share your post on Facebook, Twitter, and no, or you can copy the link, but no, don't do that. You could, however, if you made a post about a client's project or a customer's project that you did and you wanted to share that with that client, sure, go ahead and share that. So if you want to create a post, do that right here up at the top. If you do the COVID-19 update, this is going to stay pinned at the top. So make sure that if you do this, just know that it's going to be riding above everything else. So you may want to go back in and delete this if it's no longer relevant at a certain point, okay? Make sure you do these offers, make sure you add images, make sure that you geotag these images. Any image that you add to Google My Business or to the internet in general should be geotagged. Now, what is geotagging? Geotagging is when you add the longitude and latitude measurements to the photos file in the backend. And what this will do is it'll make it so I can't type and talk at the same time. It'll make it so that you can have Google crawl the image for the location. So in the case of if somebody were to type in Ashland, Oregon, and your photo was, of course, all of these things make it so that if you want to search it, you have to pay for it. Forget that. I'm just going to go over here and select it myself. Kind of annoying, I know, but it's not too bad. And you can geotag a whole bunch at once. So if you geotag the location Ashland, you upload your photo, and then what happens is that this photo is now going to have these latitude and longitude numbers, coordinates, that's what they are, in the back end of the file. So make sure that you do that before you add any photos to Google My Business or any other platform, really. Ideally, you geotag them. This will give Google a lot of back-end data that users will not see, but they will if they search Google Images. Next, make sure you have descriptive titles if it's going to be an offer, or you could just do like a what's new. This is a good thing to do if you just finished up a project or you want to promote something. But the offer is good if you're having a sale. So, Black Friday is coming up soon. You may want to be thinking about that. What you can also do is you can set start dates and end dates as well as times. And if you add more details here, if you want to have any specific legalese, offer details, information, terms and conditions, a link to redeem the offer, and you may want to have a coupon code. All of these things are optional, but the more you give, the merrier Google and your customers will be. If you want to add what's new, you can do that. You can add a button if you want to have people book sessions online, or if you want to have them buy something or call, then you can put the number there. You can have a link to your button where you want them to order. If you want to have any events going on, then you can do that as well. You can add all the information here. If you want to have any products promoted in Google My Business, and I say promoted, I mean in your Google My Business. It won't get pushed with ad dollars unless you decide to do so. You will have to create product categories before you can fully use this to your best advantage. You don't have to add prices or product descriptions. Product description would be really helpful though. Next up, make sure you add lots of photos. Did I already say that? Photos that are geotagged? I think I did. Add lots of photos. You can add photos here. You can add photos of your people at work. You can add photos of your team. You can add photos for your cover and your logo that, you know, kind of identify your brand on the internet, which is hilarious. It says logo right there. So I don't know what Google's talking about when it says I don't have a logo. When you add these photos, make sure you're geotagging them. Can I say that enough? No. It's really important for local SEO that you geotag the photos. Continuing onward, make sure your information is fully filled out, super rich descriptions. It's not too like sounding like you're just trying to say like local SEO in Ashland, Oregon, local SEO in Bedford, Oregon, local SEO. No, like speak like a human. Make sure that you fill out your service area if you don't have a specific location or you don't want your location shared because you know maybe like you don't work out of the office really, but you work at home kind of thing. You can remove the address. That will significantly harm the chances of you ranking locally in Google, but it's still 100% possible. Ideally, you would use a address that is in the relevant location that you are trying to rank for. This will help a lot. The other thing you can do is add service areas, so that will show up more frequently in these areas. Make sure you add your hours. Some people like to do this like bogus open 24 hours thing, even though you're really not open 24 hours. I mean, can I say I'm open 24 hours because I sell a course 24 hours a day? I don't know. I think that's kind of cheesy, and I don't like that look. Because I also don't want people calling my phone number at 10 o'clock at night saying, hey, so you do websites? Make sure you have your phone number on there. Make sure that you have your website linked up. If you don't have your website built, make sure you do that and make it published. Otherwise, it will not link here. If you have a specific link for appointments, then you can add that specific link there as well. I think I need to actually update this. I think that this is wrong. It's okay though, I have redirects, but I should probably update that. If you want to add products, you can do that here. If you want to add services, you can do that here. You've got primary categories, and then you've got like services under that category. So you can see here, website designer, website redesign, digital marketing, search engine optimization, SEO strategies. That's under this category. And then marketing consultant, I guess I need to add some services there. And then these attributes here, you want to make sure that you go through here and select any of them that are relevant to your business. A lot of these have become a whole lot new recently. I'm not going to read them. You can just see for yourself that they are new as of this past year and a half. So just know that that's there. And the next thing is make sure that you fill out this description. You get a total of 750 words. As you can see, I used all of them except 23 words. I could probably go back here and rewrite this because it's probably a little bit outdated, but maybe not. Make sure you do that. Make sure that that's fully rich and descriptive. The other thing is that this calls thing here is something that you may or may not want to turn on. I don't, because I don't want another like robo-looking call, because what happens is that people who call your business through Google, they will get pushed through a call forwarding number from Google. So it's nice to be able to like get accurate call history to know if people are coming from Google My Business or from your website or from wherever. But I don't like it. You can just ask people, how'd you find me? Messages is something that one of my clients absolutely hates, that he accidentally turned this thing on, because once you turn it on, oh, you can turn it off right there. Google likes that you have this turned on, but it's just another avenue of people to contact you. And usually most businesses, you want like one direct line, one funnel for people to go through, where you're saying, hey, take this step, call this number, fill out this form, make this appointment, whatever that one thing is for you to take the next step in your business. This Google Messages thing kind of like lets people sidestep that, and it's kind of annoying. So you may or may not want to turn that on. You can use it with the Google My Business app, and some people like it. I am indifferent about it. Photos, again, add lots and lots of photos, add some videos. You can add, I think you can still add like, does it let you add text to them? No. Oh, but you can add categories, that's right. So you can say that this is something at work or it's team or whatever it is. Boy, I really need to update this thing. It's looking like it needs some help, huh? Products. You can add products here if you would like. It kind of depends on your business. Obviously, you could add like product packages or like service packages. You can see how this looks like on Google. I think it looks kind of weird. This is when you click on the products and then SEO. And I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of cool, but I don't know. I'd rather just have them people go to my website. Next thing up, services website. Now this stupid thing, I'm sorry, this thing that is so handy to have if you don't have a website and you don't have the money to afford a website is nice for what it is. It basically like builds a whole website for you in like 3 seconds flat. But if you accidentally publish this, or if you publish it and you don't know how to turn it off, this makes it so that people can get confused because they accidentally land on this page, because Google is going to push this page up higher in the total poll of links that are related to your business. And I can just tell you from experience, I have gone to multiple websites, multiple businesses where they have both this Google site set up along with their own website. And it's confusing. It's so confusing because they have different call to actions. And it's just like, this site is usually broken or the other site's broken. Something is off because you can't put all your attention on one site like you would normally. So as long as this site says, as long as it says right here, your site is not published yet, then you'll be good to go. You can click under here on more and make sure that it says not published. You should be able to also change that. Also, if it is accidentally published, you should be able to like X-nay it. The other thing is that if you have a Google domain, it will automatically like pull that in if it's connected to everything. So that's the case here. Otherwise, you would have to connect it there, and you can adjust this here. But no, make sure you say, no, don't make my website address on Google search and Google My Business, because it's not my website address. Okay. Okay. As long as it's not published, it shouldn't be doing that, but that's just a good thing to do. It's going to do it anyways because I haven't published it. So if you just disconnect, this is hilarious. Let's see if it does one more time. Yeah, so I think that's just because I haven't published it. So as long as you're not publishing the site, you'll be okay. If you did accidentally publish it, uncheck this box. Make sure that you say to unpublish it. So yes, all of that is good. Now, how do you get more reviews for your business? You may be asking. I want to be able to send people to it and make it so they can easily find it, and I can just send them a link and then they just fill out the form and leave me a review. Doesn't that sound great? Yes, it does. Let's do that. Now, there are a few different ways that you can do that. 3 of them are really confusing and don't actually lead you anywhere. One of them will actually work. Okay, so how do you do that? Now, there's this one right here on the home section of the Google My Business, share review form. They give you the option to do Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, and share via email. And if you know anything about when you click on these email links, sometimes it'll automatically try to open up something that you don't use, right? I use I used web-based mail, so this doesn't do me any good. So, and I don't really want to share it on Facebook, so it doesn't do me any good. Next. Okay, what about share my business profile? Oh, wait, same thing. Okay, so final resort, this is the way you do it right here. You say view on search. Once you're viewed on search, then what you do is you go right here. You got all these things right here, right? Claim your credit, blah, blah, blah. Also, this credit of $100 for Google Ads, you will have to spend $100, just a heads up. Turn on messaging, add an update. If you click over right here, it'll say, get your first reviews. Share your review form with past customers. Boom. Click on that, copy link. Now, if you want to be super stealth and super badass and like you know what you're doing, and if you're using Squarespace, I will show you exactly how to do this. But what you can do is you can actually take this link and make it a redirect on your website. So people will go to, like, for example, severewebstudio.com/review me, and they could automatically go to my review page. Now, I will show you how to do this really quick in both Squarespace and WordPress, so hold on tight. In Squarespace, what you're going to do is go down into the settings over here on the right-hand side when you're logged into the back end. Settings, Advanced, URL Mappings, and you can just copy this right here. So what it is, and you know what? I probably need to zoom this in a little bit for you guys, right? Is that better? So you start with what you want people to go to. So what you want the URL to be. So this is going to be your .com/review-me/. You don't have to have the leading slash there, just a habit for me. And then what you do is you add a dash. A dash, that's the one on the keyboard that is right next to the plus equals sign or the 0. You don't put shift and and dash, you just do the dash. And then you do, what is that called? A caret, I think? No, the caret is the other way around. You would do a bracket to the right. I should know that. And then you paste the URL that Google just provided you. And then you do another space and you say 301. Okay, you could basically copy this word for word right here. And now when somebody goes to your website.com/review-me, they will automatically be redirected to the review page. Now, to do this on WordPress, really quick, this is like the end of the segment. So if you have Squarespace, then you've gotten all you got out of it. But if you're using WordPress, really quick, take 2 seconds here. I use a tool called Redirection, and it's under here, Tools, Redirection, Add New, and it's basically the same thing. So from the source is going to be review-me, and I probably need to add a slash there. And then the target URL is going to be that right there. And I'm going to say redirects and add redirect. So now if somebody goes to severinwebstudio.com/review-me, check this out. It'll automatically, did I not save it fast enough? Did I spell that right? Review me. Yeah, I did. Come on. Hang on. One moment, please. It's not working. What the heck, man? Oh, maybe because I accidentally, maybe I don't, maybe that's why. Okay, hang on. There it is. Here we go. Okay, so now you will get this nice pop-up right here. And as long as they're logged into their account, so I would recommend you send this to their phone or to their desktop, but a phone is great because then they get that location tagged, probably in the backend secretly in Google's backend. That's just my conspiracy anyways. Conspiracy theory, I should say. So then somebody can leave a review, add 5 stars, add a photo, and share the details. And boom, post it. How easy and simple is that? I hope you found this video helpful. Let me know if you have any questions down below. And until next time, peace.